Hi, welcome to our small actual play of the Quck, a Nordic Noir ghost story RPG. I am Petri. I will be the game master today, and joining me today are Jamie.
Hey, I'm Jamie. I am a stand-up comedian and performance artist in Helsinki, and I have a podcast called Queer and Dumb. I'm the queer one. You can find me everywhere online at Happening Fish, and today I'm playing Jack Karpala, the Bloodbound character.
And then we have Chris.
Hey, how's it going? My name's Christopher Stratton Smith. I write stuff for tabletop RPGs and also play them, of course. I'm playing Mutst, the touched character. And if you want to contact me, you can find me on Threads.
Wonderful. And we have Annina.
Hi, I'm Annina Kaski. I'm a actor and writer and TTRPG player, as well as playing Sabrina here, the medium, the channel. I'm also on Bardic Quests as a one of the core cast. I play Saga, the Viking fighter. So please do check that out. Bardic Quest is a D&D 5e actual play podcast.
Wonderful. The last we left off, our group of the Quck had just entered an echo as Sabrina had torn open reality, and through this tear they had entered a forested area near Virrat that on the other side was filled with metallic machinery gnawing and tearing at the trees, making sounds of industry in what in the real world was a quiet nighttime forest. As Sabrina, you enter, since you're using one of your powers, you are taking a harm.
Yeah.
Would you like it to be physical, social, supernatural, or something else?
Right. So it already says that I'm bruised. So
yes,
it's additional
you ran
harm.
through. Yeah, you ran
Yes,
through,
I ran
the,
through
forest.
the forest. Yeah.
So you got bruised back there, but this
Okay.
is new. This can be something that happens immediately, like the bruised, or something that starts affecting you further down the line. For example, being haunted by these machines, or something similar to that, or then maybe just distancing yourself from people, or whatever. This can be anything.
So physical, social, or psychological.
Or supernatural.
Or supernatural.
Yep.
Let's do supernatural harm, as it was a ghost. Let's go for that.
Yeah.
You may decide what happens to me.
Yeah. I'll go with. Yeah, I'll go with what I suggested, and I'll give you the harm. Haunted by the machines. It's basically from now on until that harm clears, you will, like, when you hear sounds of machinery, it like you are reminded of this place. Is that supernatural? Is that psychological? That's of course debatable, but like this memory of this place comes back to you. And it's a harm. It can be used in situations as like story fodder, and it also affects your rolls, making them riskier. But you're the first one in, and you're sort of furthest away from the doorway here. The land you remember from back when you were outside. This is a hillside that leads to a lake. And in the real world, you could see the lake from where you are. But since this echo has those old trees still standing, looking maybe a bit defiant in the face of these machines that are tearing them down. You can't see the water, but you can sort of feel the downward slope. You know which way the lake is. And you've taken a few steps forward, but already you're sort of losing sight of Jack and Mats. There is ash in the air. There's trees, small trees, big trees, like a fairy tale forest that grows around you, trying to prevent you from seeing anyone. What do you want to do?
So, have I lost where Jackson Mutts are, or can I just kind of see them?
You have lost sight of them, but you still know, like, where they should be.
Okay. I'll sort of quicken up to a jog to try and catch up.
You're the first, so they're behind you.
Okay, so then I will stand still for a second and wait to see if I see them.
Yeah.
They catch
Jack,
up.
You were the second one to come in, and as you entered this place, you had this feeling of it almost welcoming you. The ash in the air still blocks your sight. The trees are everywhere and make it hard to find a route anywhere. But somehow the machines, they sound inviting. They sound like they don't mind you being here. You have lost sight of Sabrina, and Mats is still coming in from behind you. The air smells like burning peat, like there is this dark smoke in the ash of like wood that's old and like bleeding, burning somewhere. And it reminds you of sauna, like a smoke sauna, but and not even a but, and it feels inviting in that way. This is very homely. This is inviting. They want you in. You're not quite sure who they are, but they want you here. What do you do?
Can I see any of the machines?
You look around and you can see a shape of something huge, dinosaur-like, tearing at one of the trees. It's clearly one of the forestry machines.
I think I would head towards one of those.
Yep. You look around, it's a bit to your right. You take a few steps toward it. Mats, you step through the tear in fabric of reality, and you hear your girl, your child. You can't make out what the words are that she's saying, but you can hear her somewhere in the back of your mind, like calling out for you. You enter
Sade,
the echo.
Is that you? Can I look around?
You see what the rest see, the ash, the trees. You hardly pay attention to the constant grinding of gears and machines and saw blades as you try to hear a familiar voice. There is no answer, but you are 100% certain you did hear her. This is something that you have not heard in a while, so it's not something that occasionally pops up and you think you hear it. No, this is the first time you've heard that in a long while. What you want to do?
I want to proceed very carefully and try to pinpoint where the voice gets stronger, or if there's any change depending on where I go.
Yeah, you start moving a bit to your left. That sounds like the direction it came from. You don't hear it at the moment, but you're pretty certain it was from your left. Sabrina, you wait for a moment. You don't see your friends coming.
She would yell out, "That's Jack? Can you hear me?"
You both can. From a far away, you both have just started moving, and you can hear in the distance Sabrina.
Sabrina, where are you?
You hear the reply coming from a distance away.
You were right behind me. Where are you?
I went to one of the machines.
The machine in front of you, it has one of those claws that grab onto logs, and as if that was the face, it looms down on you, turning the claw in front of your face as if it was looking at you.
Hello?
Mats, you don't reply.
I would just kind of absent-mindedly, just trying to follow this voice, say, I hear Sabrina calling out, and I say, hold on. Hold. And to kind of trail off, trying to find this voice.
Yep. Mats, Sabrina, you don't hear Mats replying. Mm-hmm. It's way too quiet, way too far away. But Jack, you can hear. Jack, the machine looks appeased. It is sort of okay or even happy that you are there. It doesn't speak, but it grinds at the metallic parts it has, and in that you can feel it saying that the time for a sacrifice is coming up, and it is waiting for it.
Whoa. Hey, Sabrina, come take a look at this.
You can hear Jack in the distance. You can pinpoint the direction.
Okay, I'll start moving towards her. I'm like, I'm on my way.
Mats, while this is happening, you have come across what can only be described as the border of this echo. Like, the ash is becoming too hard or too dense to see anything through, and the sounds of the machines are disappearing into the distance, and in that border you again hear the voice. You still can't figure out what it is saying, but it is clearly the voice that you've longed to hear for so long. There is a part of you that is very with these echoes. But still, this feels like the real thing. What do you want to do?
So I would maybe call out just out loud. And I don't think I've mentioned my daughter's name yet. She's Sade Autio.
Yep.
And I call out, Sade! It's okay. It's me. Come to me.
The voice stops. Sabrina, you arrive at the machine. It is a towering amalgam of forestry machine and some sort of an ancient god in what could be best described. It is an object of worship. And at the same time, it is a thing that tears down the forest. It sees you. It has been what can be described as conversing with Jack. It sees you, and there is this feeling of hostility. Jack, you sense it as well.
Oh, I'm just going to stand over here. And I'll take a few steps back.
Hey, it's okay. She's with me.
The machine is clearly displeased. It looks at you and calls out to the other machines here. There is rumbling in the forest, in this echo.
Uh-oh.
It's because I opened the echo. We should stay.
Where's Matt?
I don't know. I haven't.
Matt?
Do I hear the rumbling as well?
You can hear it if you want to. It's like you are at the border of this echo. Everything inside is muffled. So if you want to be paying attention to it, then yes. But if your focus is on the border where you're calling to, then probably not.
I would probably maintain focus on the border, maybe just kind of like some minor rumbling in the background, but unless I hear someone call me, I'm probably going to focus on the border.
Yeah, the sort of gentle call you make doesn't trigger a response from Mats. You can't hear anything from him.
I think we should get out of here.
Yeah. We need to find Mats, and we need to go now.
Well, I can't
Mats,
see where we came from.
Yeah, you have no idea anymore. Sabrina probably has a sense of, like, since she tore reality open, she should know where this entrance/exit is.
Yep.
I'm gonna put a hand on Jack's shoulder and start guiding him towards where I think it is.
Yeah. Mats, there is a sound of footsteps coming towards you from behind you, not from in front of you, not from the border where you were hoping to hear things.
I would slowly turn around. Do I remember correctly that I had the flashlight? Or I had,
Yes.
headlamp. Headlamp.
Yeah, you have a headlamp, and I think the others had one as well. You had
I think I might have had one.
yeah,
Right.
But you definitely have a headlamp.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to cut through this ashen sort of atmosphere, but I turn around slowly and try to sort of aim the lamp at wherever the footsteps are coming from.
Yeah, there is a man. You see him through the ash. Your headlamp illuminates his outline. Man in a suit one would wear to a funeral. His face covered in blood, wearing a wolf's head as a headpiece. He walks to you and greets you. His voice sounds like dogs barking, but still you feel it's a greeting.
Hello?
Hello, the dogs reply, or maybe wolves.
Are you lost here?
No. I belong here. I am forced to be here. I am an offering until there is another offering.
Why are you an offering? What does it do?
I keep them away. Will you be a new offering? Will you stay here instead of me?
I think it would be good for the both of us if you met my friends and we talked this over.
He tries to grab your what clothes were you wearing?
I was basically wearing like a windbreaker over this kind of flannel shirt.
Yeah. So he tries to grab your windbreaker from the neck. He's not moving very fast. So if you want to, you can avoid this.
I would try to sort of, as much as I can, avoid antagonizing him by just kind of calmly stepping back, not like reeling from it, but like just kind of like, if it's kind of the slow zombie like lurch at me, then I would kind of just step out of his range and be like, hey,
yeah,
there's no need for that.
Yeah, it's not zombie-like, but it's slow. It's like very, very methodically and calmly putting his hand on you. You take a step back. The world feels a lot colder. The ash feels a lot denser. You've halfway stepped into the border. You can hear Sade.
She's coming from outside.
From outside the echo. Not here. From somewhere else.
Damn it.
Sabrina, I'm going to need you to try and get away from this situation.
Yeah. Oh, God. We've been moving towards the entrance, right?
Yes.
Do I see it? Have I found it?
That's what we're rolling for.
Okay.
Whatever good dice you have, like concept, background, speciality, motivation, all those.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of those, since we are quite deep into the game, the moment I have to... There is my book, one moment. We are going to add all the opened threat tracks, and then as well as those 2 harm that you have to this roll.
Yay.
So let's roll first what good things you can muster to this.
Okay, so my specialities are birdwatcher and occultist. Any one of those?
You know your way around woods.
Okay, yes, birdwatcher, yeah.
Yep. Then channel. That's this. So that's 2. Do you think medium helps here?
If
It's
I
up
get
to you.
any sense, medium. I mean, I'd have some good luck trinkets on me, being a medium and knowing they actually work. So I probably have a rabbit's foot, like on a keychain somewhere.
Yeah. So that's 3,
You're being very generous.
No,
thank you.
No, so you get 3 advantage die. Let's roll those first. On a 4 or higher, you get a hit.
Yeah. Remind me which die we roll again, because again, it's been a
D6s.
while. It was D6s, I was right.
Yeah.
Well, so 3 D6s.
3 D6s and 4s or higher are hits. We're counting the hits.
We go.
A 4, a 5, and a 6.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 3 hits already. Do you want to use any of your aspect dice on a quest nexus? Those could yield additional hits, but also deduct from what you've gotten so far.
No, I think if I've got 3 hits, I'm sticking to those, definitely.
Okay, then I need you to roll 5 calamity die because we have 3 threat tracks open and you have 2 harm.
Yeah, that's D6 as well, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, God. I have 1 6, and the rest are not. They are not 4s.
That's good.
I'm gonna roll. That was 4.
Yeah.
4 D6s gone, so I'm gonna roll 1 more.
Yep. Go ahead.
And that's a 5. So
okay, so
2 hits out of 5.
But you got 3 hits, so that's more than those 2. So you're safe. I don't get to do anything nasty.
Yay!
But you find the exit. You find that there in reality, the ash has poured out a bit from here into the real world. So the air is clear here. You can see it. There is this, like here, everything is gray. Everything is sort of not dark, not light, but that weird color that isn't really a color, that weird saturation that just drains away everything. Every color goes away, including the darkness and the shadows. But there's the tear, and behind the tear you can see pitch black night, which differs from where you are standing right now. Jack, you've been led here, and you both can hear the machines rumbling from behind. Mats is nowhere to be seen at this point. Mats, what do you do?
I would say I'm still kind of backing away from the echo. Does that involve a roll, or can I just step back?
You can just go back at the moment, like
okay.
Finding at this very moment, if you tried to find Sabrina and Jack, I will make you roll because you have no clue where they are.
Okay.
But the echo itself is slow. It is not. This man is not the hostile thing here. It is the machines. So you're relatively safe, as safe as one can be in an echo. So what you want to do?
I would say that while still listening to the voice coming from behind me of my daughter, I would say that, okay, here's what's going to happen. I'm not going to let you touch me, okay? But I do want you to tell me how I can help you in some other way. I'm trying to find someone very important to me, so time is of the essence. I don't want to just abandon you, but please, just be concise.
And he looks at the forest. His voice still barks and yips and other canine sounds. They tear at me, they tear at us, and only having the next one will help. Can you please stay here and let me go?
I keep backing away. Is there any way I could, as someone with experience of echoes, is there any way I could figure out an alternative without having to stay?
As someone who knows echoes, echoes can be closed, echoes can be resolved. So, like, what he is suggesting is probably something like keeping this cycle going on, whatever this is. But you know that these things can, like, if you find out what is going on and make sure that whatever is causing this stops, you can bring an end to this, and that will help this poor soul.
All right. So, okay, I'm going to do what I can for you. I might be back. I'm going to try to help you, okay? And would I know that if I step through the border, how effed am I? Like, in terms of getting back?
Yeah, you're totally effed. Like,
okay.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
You haven't been into one of these, but every instinct, like, metaphysically speaking, there is an echo inside you. You're one of the touched. So you have this deep loss in you, and that makes you both very attuned to echoes, but also like you have this instinctual feeling that if you step through that border, the echo will be the only thing that remains. The loss that you've experienced is the only thing that remains. So, you can't do that.
All right. For a second, I'm tempted. I turn towards the border and I'm almost kind of going towards it and stepping through. Then I catch myself and just book it, start running towards where I think I came from and start yelling for Sabrina and Jack.
Yeah. I'm going to need a try from you as well.
Okay.
So what advantage die do you bring to this? What do you want to roll?
I would say at least it's personal, my motivation, I would say, because it's even though the source of my motivation is the other way, I feel that this is going to serve it better with me staying, alive and as I am now.
Yeah.
Then probably lost in a sense that my flaw, it hardens me against the kind of the influence of Echo. So maybe that kind of like I can maintain focus. I don't know about touched, my concept.
I think it comes to play. I think that'll apply. So
okay.
Yeah. So one of them is an advantage die, the concept, and the two others are aspect die.
Okay.
So let's roll the concept first. 4 or higher is a success or a hit.
Okay. Let's do that. And that's a 5.
That's a 5. Then the two others as well. Here, 4 or higher is a hit, but if you roll a 1, then we deduct 1 hit.
Right. A 6 and a 2.
Okay, so that's 2 hits. And then you have 1 harm as well. So 4 dice of calamity, 3 from the threats, and 1 from your harm being frustrated with this.
All right, sorry. So I add them all together. So 3 and then 5 altogether?
The total of 4 dice and 4 plus are hits, and you don't want to get these hits. These are bad stuff.
Right. 4, 4, 5, and 6. Okay.
Oh. Well, that means that first of all, you got more than 0 hits on your own roll, so that's good. That means that you are succeeding in finding Jack and Sabrina, but you trigger the and move, which is basically I get to say something about what happens, and let's see from here. Just a quick look at the rules so I don't mess up anything. Yep, you find you actually first you see Jack. Jack is standing closer to you. You see Jack there, and Jack, you see Mats as well running towards you. The distance quickly decreases, and you are all standing near the tear. And as you take a few steps forward, all of you notice that the tear is a few steps further away. Like you can see it, but you can't reach it. You can just reach it. It's just beyond where you're going. And the sound of the machines is everywhere. There is this sound of a chainsaw, a sound of some sort of a, for a lack of better word, pounding of metal on metal. Why? Constant ringing in your ears. Whatever you say to each other, you can't hear. You can make out from reading each other's lips what you're saying, but the sound doesn't carry. One of the machines, some sort of a chain, spinning chain that is tearing away at the woods. The woods themselves are bleeding. It's coming towards you. What you want to do?
Question.
Yes.
Are we effectively in an echo at the moment, or just in another reality? Just for my powers.
You are inside an echo.
We're inside an echo.
Yes.
So, if I was to use conduit and trap it inside me, would it harm Mats and Jack?
If
Does that make
you
sense?
were to use conduit,
I don't want to accidentally crush them inside my head or something.
That's probably going to be what happens. Like, you have never tried conduit. Since conduit is something you do from the outside, you let it in, and now you're inside it. It probably would be very devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought as much, but I wanted to check if I could kind of, do it now.
I think this is a family thing. I don't think they're going to hurt Jack.
Okay.
So I'm going to put my body in between the machines and Mats and Annina.
Yeah. So, Mats, Sabrina, what do you
Sabrina,
do? Jack stands strong between you and the chain thing.
Jack, what the hell are you
exit
doing?
is right there. You just need to run a bit.
For some reason, they're nice to him. They want to hurt me. Come on, get out of here.
All right. I run.
Yeah. You start running. The chains keep coming. Jack, you see this massive, it's not actually a ball, but it is just a mass of chain propelled by some machinery within that comes towards you and gets closer, inches closer, takes small steps towards you, millimeters towards you, and stops.
All right.
It's
okay. It's me.
Half a meter away from you. The chains grind at each other, and you can hear this intent that is almost words, but not language, but you know what it is saying. It is saying that it is respecting you for a few moments more, unless you bring another sacrifice. But it's not coming closer, and a few moments more might mean days, weeks, who knows what.
So it's asking me to bring a sacrifice.
It's asking you to bring another sacrifice. As if you had brought one before.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Mats and Sabrina are out of the echo. you return to the real world. Jack, you know that their sounds disappear in a way that probably means that they're safe.
Okay. I can leave now, and I'll come back with your sacrifice.
The chains sound pleased and like as if they were a ball of snakes. Each chain disperses into a different direction, leaving you alone in this ashen world.
I'm looking for the exit.
You see it
and
behind
getting
you.
out. And I run towards it.
Yeah, you push through the tear and you are on the other side. And I think that is a good place for us to take a small break. See you on the other side.
Intense.
Yeah.